Einen wunderschönen guten Tag wünsche ich euch und herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Genshin Impact. Ja, im letzten Part haben wir uns ein bisschen um ein paar, Kleinigkeiten gekümmert, die wieder mal offen waren, ein bisschen Farming betrieben, da wir ja jetzt Stufe 35 sind. Und in diesem Part wollen wir aber die Story weiter voranbringen. Dailies habe ich schon abgeschlossen, dementsprechend können wir uns da die Belohnung abholen und auch die Belohnung für die Abenteurerstufe, denn wie bereits erwähnt, sind wir Stufe 35 inzwischen. Ja, die Aufstiegsquest werde ich vorerst noch nicht machen, da werde ich warten, bis ich ein paar Charakter aufgelevelt habe und wir dann stärker sind für die Erhöhung der Weltstufe, denn dadurch werden ja unsere Feinde ebenso stärker. Genau, und hier geht es weiter Segel setzen. Wenn ihr euch erinnert, wir hatten ja zuletzt in der Story im Turnier der Krux gewonnen. Zwar auf etwas unschöne Art und Weise, aber Sieg ist Sieg und dementsprechend können wir nun unsere Belohnung einfordern. Die sagt uns nämlich, dass wir mit Bedo zusammen nach Inazuma segeln können. Vorher reden wir mal mit Catherine, die hat bestimmt wieder einen Auftrag für uns. Erzähl mir etwas über die Reise nach Inazuma.
Yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct?
Yep, das stimmt.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
Das ist schade.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Anscheinend ist unsere Nachricht angekommen.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Alles klar, dementsprechend
Of course. There are many things
können
that the
wir
captain
demnächst
insists upon.
nach Inazuma
I'm sure
segeln.
you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk, Catherine.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
Ich hab's doch gewusst. Catherine ist sowieso immer da, wo wir sind.
See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Jo, wir sehen uns. Der unbewegliche Gott und die ewige Utopie. Ja. So, jetzt können wir uns tatsächlich auch endlich dahin teleportieren, zur Alcor. Das konnten wir ja letztes Mal leider noch nicht, obwohl wir im Zuge dieses einen Events schon einmal hier waren. Aber wir reden mal mit Bedo.
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Hä? Wir sind direkt hergekommen, als dein Kollege uns informiert hat. Also jetzt mach mal halblang. Trotzdem. Es ist eine Ehre, an Bord zu sein.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Kommen wir schon in den ersten Sturm, wie es aussieht. Kazuha hat auch die Ruhe weg. Das ist super, ne? Wir starten schon mal in einem Sturm. Und es wird nur noch stürmiger. Aber wir skippen das Ganze einfach mal, denn wir sind angekommen in Inazuma. Basierend auf Alt-Japan. Und es sieht einfach wunderschön aus. Hi there.
Oh, hi there.
Ach na, nicht ganz. Schade.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And
Ihr
it
kennt
appears
euch?
we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
Paimon,
You
reg
can
dich
blame
nicht
your
auf.
almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Oh, Handelspartner. Okay.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Naja, die Leute haben bestimmt alles sehr ausgeschmückt.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled,
Er
I'll be
scheint auf
going.
jeden Fall
I
eine
wouldn't wanna be
aufgeweckte
caught with my
Persönlichkeit zu
sails down
sein.
here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Warum
Until
ist
next
der
time,
eigentlich
traveler.
wieder hergekommen?
Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Ich freue mich schon auf ein Wiedersehen.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Aber ja, was macht Kazuha eigentlich immer noch an Bord des Schiffes? Er hätte gar nicht versuchen sollen, wieder hierher zu kommen.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by
So
the
harte
rules,
Kontrollen?
even if we're kind of bending them.
Ah, jetzt bin ich ein wenig nervös. Ja, aber damit sind wir angekommen in Inazuma. Ich würde sagen, dann lassen wir uns doch mal als Besucher registrieren. Kageyama.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Yep.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Wir sind hier, um meine Schwester zu finden.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
Oha!
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
Okay, aber das scheint uns auf jeden Fall einiges an Arbeit
Your papers
abzunehmen.
are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Das ging besser als erwartet.
So, where do we go next?
Ja, gute
The
Frage.
Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Ah.
So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force.
Das kann
Not
ich mir
even on
vorstellen.
Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Willkommen oder nicht, wir haben keine Wahl.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Ja, die Commission. Wir haben auf jeden Fall mal den Teleporter aktiviert, damit wir uns später leichter bewegen können und reden jetzt mit der guten Yurika. Schauen wir mal, ob es hier genauso einfach läuft wie gerade eben.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
Ich weiß noch
That's
nicht mal,
right.
ob wir so viel
1
überhaupt
million per
haben.
applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Oha. Beides stimmt. Also, erst einmal 1,6 Millionen weniger ist ein krasser Rabatt, aber 400.000 sind halt immer noch teuer.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Er scheint auf jeden Fall
Much
mächtig
obliged.
zu sein. Da können wir ja froh sein, direkt auf ihn gestoßen zu sein am Anfang.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Erinnert mich an noch jemanden, der ein seltsames Verhältnis zu Geld hat.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make.
Ah.
So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Das stimmt, aber das, was sie machen, geht halt absolut gar nicht. Ja, Fremde werden hier doch unverhohlen übers Ohr gehauen.
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Also mit Handel sind wir ja eigentlich ganz gut vertraut durch Liyue. Ja, aber wir wollen ja zur Shogun Raiden. Und die scheint unerreichbarer als je zuvor.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
Jo.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you're Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Ich muss trotzdem einen Weg finden.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Das bezweifle ich.
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
Er ist halt echt krass
it will
drauf.
take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
Das ist schon mal gut, aber
In
was
fact,
dann?
There's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Das machen wir
I
sowieso
like
die
to do
ganze
things in a
Zeit,
way
also
that
kein
keeps
Ding.
Everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Also, was sollen wir tun?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
Ne, ich finde das eigentlich ganz cool.
Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Korruption, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Alles klar, dann gehen wir mal zu dem guten Kurisu. Da ist er.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Wir hatten zum Glück einen guten Freund dabei.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No.
Was dann?
What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions.
Also so
that's the one that
ziemlich alles
oversees
dort
everything on
ist
Retail,
korruptes Gesindel
That's
bisher.
right.
Außer
They
Thoma.
impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Kristallmark.
Crystal Marrow. What's that?
Ah, stimmt, das können wir auch farmen.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Yep.
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
Könnte das der Kanjo-Verwaltung nicht sagen?
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Sollen wir versuchen, mit der Kanjo-Verwaltung zu verhandeln?
But Carisu's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor.
Ja, was ist mit dem?
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
Jo, dann lasst uns mal zu dem Händler gehen und schauen, ob wir ein paar Informationen rauskriegen, woher er denn das gute Erz bekommt, beziehungsweise das Kristallmark. Vielleicht können wir den Händlern ja so helfen. Der gute Werner.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Ja, wir sind gerade erst angekommen.
So, what do you need with me?
Wo kriegst du deine Waren her?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around
Ich hätte das
asking
auch anders
questions
gesagt.
like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Kannst du deine Preise reduzieren?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Reden wir mit Thoma.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
So, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal zu Thoma. Hi.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Nee.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Du musst uns helfen, dir zu helfen.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
Was weißt du über Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Ja, für mich klang er wie ein Mondstädter. Der Name
That's right.
ergibt auch
Werner
Sinn.
was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Ich rede noch einmal mit ihm.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Yep.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Also schnell zurück zu unserem Kollegen. Und dann schauen wir doch mal, ob wir ihn nicht doch überzeugen können.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Zeit in Hülle und Fülle. Manch einer würde das als eine Form der Freiheit bezeichnen.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Ein Badenlied wäre jetzt gerade perfekt.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Ja. Das tue ich. Ja, nehmen wir die Wolfshaken.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
Ja. Möge dich der Anemo-Arkon beschützen.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are
Paimon,
you?
musstest du das
I know
sagen?
what you're up to.
Schließ deine Augen.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Hör genau hin. Klingt das vertraut?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Günstiges und leckeres, eingelegtes allerlei.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
Möge sich das Feuer der Tugend ausbreiten und nie erlöschen.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern rite.
Da waren wir auch.
Look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
So, da würde ich sagen, ja, nehmen wir die Glaslilien.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
Viele Leute haben dich in der Vergangenheit unterstützt.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
Ja.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Wer sind diese Leute?
Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
Komm, gönn dir einen Schluck mit deinen Freunden von der Vereinigung.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions.
Noch
They
mehr
start by overtaxing the
Korruption.
merchants,
Super.
then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
Warum machst du's dann überhaupt? Wenn du selber nichts davon hast, warum machst du's dann? Aber das ist für den Moment egal. Wir brauchen Beweise.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Das sehe ich auch so. So, da ist auch eine Statue. Vielleicht können wir die demnächst dann auch mal aktivieren.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him.
So, dann gehen wir ihm mal hinterher. Und wie es aussieht, darf er uns dabei nicht entdecken.
Hurry up.
Too close. That's too close. I noticed this for sure.
Great minds that look no further than sailing green.
Das war knapp.
Now, who...
Too close. That's
Meine Güte.
further and further away.
Der hat aber krasse Adleraugen.
What was that sound?
Quiet. Don't let him find us. Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure.
So. Damit haben wir es geschafft. Sehr gut. Sehr, sehr gut. Aber es sieht aus, als hätte der dort irgendwas
What could he be
vergraben.
doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there,
Ja.
didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Dann schauen wir mal. Was ist sein Geheimnis?
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Hyman thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Ach ja. Der wahre Grund, warum Paimon uns begleitet.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh?
Warum
You
das?
aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
So, dann gehen wir mal zur Handelsvereinigung und berichten denen über die Wahrheit.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
Du bist derjenige, der die Regeln hier ins Lächerliche zieht, Keijiro.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh?
So
Is this true?
nämlich.
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a
Ja.
look at the ledger.
Was sagst du jetzt, hä?
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it
Genau.
that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Nein.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden?
Das ist vollkommen egal.
In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
Er ist reich genug
So
geworden
that's it?
durch die
My
Steuerhinterziehung.
shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants.
Gibt's eine Regel, dass man die Namen der Commissioner nicht sagen darf?
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now.
Gerade
Is there
rechtzeitig.
any need for
Thomas
this?
regelt das
If there's
safe.
a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Dieser Titel hat für die Leute hier keinerlei Bedeutung.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Oha, soll das nicht
This is
rauskommen?
Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Oha. Ein Fächer. Wem der wohl gehört?
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Naja, da kann man nichts machen.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around.
Ach,
If
nicht
nothing
doch.
else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Alles klar. Dann gehen wir halt 2 Meter in diese Richtung. Also,
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They
Ja.
truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
erzähl mir von der Yashiro-Verwaltung.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself.
Alles
I
klar?
belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka. Also
Ayaka!
known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must
Ayaka
be
kommt ja
super
auch
famous
im
in Inazuma,
nächsten Patch.
given the reaction of those
Haben wir ja
guys just
gelernt.
now.
Wer das nicht gesehen hat, ich habe auf den 3.5
Oh, most
Livestream
definitely.
reacted.
She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
Also, wo kommt diese Vermittler von Ritu-Sache her?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Würde ich auch sagen.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ich habe nie meine Hilfe angeboten.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
Ich habe hier ein Ziel. Shogun Raiden treffen.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
Es gibt da nur ein Problem.
Huh? What's up?
Fremde können Rito nicht verlassen.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
Das muss der nächste Teil dieses Tests sein.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well,
Mach das, Paimon!
Guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Alles klar, also einmal schnell gucken, ob es denn wirklich so schlimm ist.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
Ich frage mich, ob die Kanjo-Verwaltung von uns gehört hat.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Ich bezweifle das. Aber ja. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal in die Kanjo-Verwaltung und schauen mal, ob wir mit den Leuten dort reden können.
This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Der hat schon so ein Grinsen.
Did you get all that?
Der führt nichts Gutes im Schilde.
My sincere apologies.
Der führt nichts Gutes im Schilde, sage ich euch. Der hat schon so ein Grinsen auf den Lippen gehabt. Also.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Auch mir ist es eine Ehre.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And...
Der schmiert uns nur Honig ums Maul.
Tui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
Am Ende haben sie aber doch ihren Willen bekommen.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Ist es wieder Zeit für ein paar Erledigungen?
Excellent. Well then. You must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep.
We've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Das ist sogar gar nicht mal so viel.
I didn't hear that wrong.
Ich glaube, die Größenordnung hier ist etwas aus den Fugen geraten. Außerdem bleiben sie nicht frisch, nachdem man sie gepflückt hat.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives?
Das kommt drauf an, wo die hingeliefert werden müssen. Wenn die alle in einen Haushalt müssen, dann wäre es ziemlich easy.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we
Wer
going
ist
to
das?
do? Should we really help this guy?
Ich ziehe es in Erwägung.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
So, dann gehen wir mal raus aus der Kanjo-Verwaltung.
Halt, you two.
Ah, das habe ich kommen sehen.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see. So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Jetzt war es blöd, dass es auf Auto stand, aber sieh den Brief als Botschaft. Es tut mir leid, dass ich den Brief so abrupt abgebe. Ich hoffe, ich habe dich damit nicht belästigt. Einen Brief zu schreiben, der einen Fremden aus einem anderen Land einlädt, ist für mich auch neu. Aber ich glaube, dass die Begegnung mit dir kein Zufall war. Nun denn, zufälligerweise scheint der Mond heute Nacht noch. Also hoffe ich, dass es dir nichts ausmacht, mich zu treffen. Bitte mach dir keine Sorgen, dass die Vasallen und Wachen auf Patrouille sind. Ich habe meine eigene Art, sie wegzulocken. Ich freue mich auf deinen Besuch. Und ja, Shinsuke hat mich mit Absicht, hat nicht die Absicht, uns gehen zu lassen. So rum.
Paimon knew something just didn't seem right about him. Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Das klingt nach einer guten Idee. So, 18 bis 24 Uhr. Erst einmal Errungenschaften. Wir sind auf jeden Fall gut dabei, was das angeht. So, 18 bis 24 Uhr hieß es. Das heißt, wir stellen unsere Zeit einfach mal auf kurz nach 18 Uhr. Und dann versuchen wir uns mal mit ihr zu treffen.
Finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Freut mich, dich kennenzulernen.
She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
Die Freude ist ganz meinerseits.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Das stimmt wohl.
Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Das klingt nach einem vernünftigen Handel.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
Eine arrogant klingende Frau.
We don't have much time.
Interessant.
I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
Okay.
Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Also sollen wir irgendwelche Waren transportieren, vermutlich. Dann hoffen wir mal, dass das alles glatt läuft.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Ich freue mich auf eine gute Zusammenarbeit.
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't
Das
stand a
stimmt.
chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us.
Sie hat eine
Your
sehr
safety is our
scharfe
highest
Zunge.
priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady.
Ich bin auch dafür, dass wir das schnell über die Bühne bringen. So. Das habe ich bei den Dailies schon ein paar Mal gemacht. Transportballon beschützen. Sowas ist nicht so besonders schwer.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Grüßt euch.
The wrong test subject.
Let's get down to business.
So.
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Ah, da ist noch einer. Den hätten wir jetzt fast vergessen. Und wir sehen's. Wir machen ordentlich Schaden inzwischen.
Watch out! More monsters inbound. Lady Hiragi, stay close.
Grüßt euch.
No, my sword!
Ich muss sagen, diese 4 Sekunden mehr, die Infusion jetzt wirkt auf unseren Attacks, die sind auf jeden Fall nicht zu verachten.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Vielen Dank, Chisato. Sei bitte vorsichtig.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
Oh, er ist auch in sie
No,
verliebt.
I was just Clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Ja, eine Woche Hausarrest oder so.
I never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Alright.
Muss schwer für ihn sein. So, wir haben die Gunst der heiligen Sakura freigeschaltet.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Oh, den Teleporter haben wir schon? Wahrscheinlich automatisch. Teestube Komore. Da sollen wir jetzt hin. Ich möchte aber vorher mal schauen. Läuterndes Licht. Oh, okay, aber diesmal können wir Schnellstart machen. Das ist sehr gut. Dann können wir nämlich im nächsten Part das Event spielen. Für den jetzigen Part würde ich sagen, verabschiede ich mich von euch. Ich hoffe, euch hat dieser Part gefallen. Wenn dem so ist, dann würde ich mich über ein Like oder ein Abo sehr, sehr freuen. Vergesst nicht, die Glocke zu aktivieren, um zukünftige Parts nicht zu verpassen. Und wer die alten Parts noch nicht gesehen hat, für den ist am Ende des Videos eine Playlist verlinkt, sodass ihr die nachschauen könnt. Damit bin ich raus. Bis zum nächsten Part. Ciao, ciao.
Guess we can rest a bit.
The vision hunt decree. Did something bad happen again?